We're going to get in the side sit position. As I do this, I want to try and have these 90-degree angles at my knee and at my front knee. One person I saw instructing on a similar movement talked about having this foot, this knee, and this foot kind of in the same line, which I thought was a good way to think about it. A lot of people want to bend this knee a little too much, similar to pigeon pose in yoga. You want to keep that knee more at that 90-degree angle. My hand here is going to be right off the side of my hip, and I want to make sure that my shoulder is not caving forward, but squeezing a little bit down and back like I'm pushing the ground away from me. Now, this top arm is going to start to turn and reach. Now, as I do this, I'm taking my chest and I'm turning it towards the ground. And as I do that, I'll put a little bit of a stretch into my mid and lower back. And as I'm turning and reaching, I'm bringing my upper torso down towards the ground and maybe feel a little tension in the back of my hip or the outside of my thigh. Now, once I get to that position and I feel some tension here, I want to press this knee into the floor like I'm trying to de-weight my butt from the floor a little bit, but I'm not actually lifting it up off the ground. And then I'll relax and I'll come back into this rotation, watching that this shoulder doesn't start to cave forward, but I keep that shoulder squeezed down and back. So I don't want to over rotate to where I'm really, just to where I can still keep my armpit squeezed on this side. And then I'll come back around, hand rotates, upper chest and torso towards the ground. And then once I get to where I feel a little bit of tension in my hip or back, I'll press that bottom knee like I'm trying to de-weight my butt from the ground, hold for 5 seconds, and then relax and come back out of it. And then the same thing on the other side. Okay, that same 90-90, foot, knee, other foot in the same line. This right off the side of my hip, squeezing down and back, chest up tall. I rotate, turning my chest. Even as I'm turning, I'm not letting this shrug up towards my ear. I'm still keeping this down so that I still have this shoulder sucked down into my armpit as I turn. You'll see I let my elbow bend a little on this side. And once I feel that same tension, light pressure into this bent knee and hold for 5 seconds and then relax and come back out of it. And just to show you what this turns into, after doing these isolated sides, I'll turn this into a little bit of a transitional movement. So I'll come into the same position like I did, de-weighting my butt from the floor, and then I'll come across, taking my legs and shifting. So coming to the other side, and then the same turn and press, shifting, keeping a little bit of stomach tension as I'm in this reclined sit position for a brief period, and press.